beginning of this podcast series. Now, this whole podcast series will be strictly based on any topic of anything. So, look, if you have a topic that you want to discuss, it can be anything. Just has to be anything but politics, because that politics to me personally on a podcast don't always end well. So personally, I think this is like we're gonna set you off right. But today's first topic of anything is mental health. We're gonna talk about how that has some effect and how I think people, if they knew, they would understand that mental health is very important to discuss. Because some people these days don't understand that people who have mental health problems are not always trying to start some shit. Because let me tell you, I have mental health, especially. It's not showing because man, I try not to show it, but it's a thing. It's real. You know what I mean? Personally, I've met a lot of people who have mental health. I know some people who've had it. I know some people who have let it get the better of them and fucking lose their shit. So trust me, that mental health overall is not it's not all bad like it's people make it seem like it is. For the most part, it's pretty like relaxed most of the time. But I'm today's podcast. I'm gonna give you some advice on if you have a friend who has mental health issues and he doesn't really like speaking about himself out loud in public. I'm gonna give you some things on how to. You wanna. I'm gonna give you advice on how to make sure you do not offend someone with mental health. Let me tell you, if you see your friend having a bad day, now how can I tell? Well, it's simple. You gotta ask them occasionally from time to time. Hey man, you good? Shit like that. If you act, that type of shit is what people need nowadays. Nowadays, people just be sitting here, fucking ignoring people, not asking how they're feeling. But then they get mad when that person takes that out on them. It's like, okay, you really can't get mad at that person unless you actually try to help them. So that's the first advice tip. If you see someone having a bad day, just try to help them get through the day better. Now, some people may see this stream, not watch it, but still, I don't care. This podcast is meant to help people. Now, my friend was supposed to be here with me, but he's not here right now. But it's whatever. I'll do it with my damn self. But like I said, that is the first important thing of anything. If anyone here has mental health, the first thing you do, you don't tell them to relax, chill, or fucking calm the fuck down. You tell them, whatever you need, I'm here for you. 24/7. All the way. That is what you tell your friends when they're going through a mental health, like Utgor. People who have breakdowns and shit. What else? What are some other tips on mental health that would be like extremely useful? I believe the second one is let's see. If your friends on the because mental health and depression are basically leading to the same place. So if your friends want to have a suicidal attempt and try to commit suicide, the first thing you should do as a friend, you shouldn't be trying to tell him to calm the fuck down. You should be trying to tell him. The first thing you should do is try to stop him from doing any type of suicidal attempts. That's the first thing you should do. Because personally, anyone who does suicidal thoughts is never a good thing. But I've had those moments before. I don't talk about it that much, but it's happened before. But that's besides the point. Anyone who is suicidal should be helped immediately, firsthand. It should never be you should never delay someone else getting help for mental health. If you know someone who is suicidal and you have a friend who is suicidal, the first thing you should do, you should not push that shit away. You should make sure he gets help immediately. That does not mean put him in a fucking crazy home or call the fucking police. You only call the police if shit gets a little out of control. But personally, I think what all people should do when it comes to trying to stop a suicide attempt, they should try. You should try to stop it. You should try to fix it first before you go running and calling the police. That's the best. That's the best thing to do. Because if you call the cops are just going to, well, they're not gonna make it worse, but they're gonna make the person feel uneasy, and they're not gonna want to fucking. They're gonna make that person feel like even worse, and then that person's gonna want to leave and shit, and then do more shit. But that's besides the point. That's the best way to avoid a suicidal breakdown. Like I'll repeat it again. You want to avoid those type of problems? Very simple. Don't call the cops. The first thing you do, the first thing, never call the cops if your friend is suicidal. Call them unless he really is trying. Okay, like I did this bad advice. No, it's this way. If you've done everything you can, and he's trying to push past you to get in, get to his destination to do it, then here's what you do. Then you call the cops, or better yet, you call his parents. If your friend's suicidal, you have two people to call: your parents or the cops. Personally, I prefer someone calling the parents because if they call the parents, at least the parents they won't frighten their own kid. At least if they call the parents, what's it called? There's a better likely chance of there being less fucking damage control to deal with. You feel me? Okay, I guess that's enough about the suicide mental health advice shit. This won't be a long ass thing. I'm just testing. Fair one. This stream is just testing to see if this is what people actually want. But so far, I think we're going good so far. Now, about depression, there is a certain level of depression. Now, depression stems from many things. People just putting you down all the time, or just in general. Some shit always happening, but like I said, depression stems from a lot of things. Not just from fucking... Yeah, depression stems from a lot. Not just from people being depressed. Like, you don't just get depressed automatically. It takes more for people to get depressed than people would realize. Perfect example. You get depressed, like if someone tells you, like, okay, picture this. You're a nice ass person, have a great day. And out of nowhere, someone just says something there that puts you in a very vulnerable type state. And then that puts you in a depressed mood. Now, normally some people say, okay, if it's one thing, you get over it. Okay. Now, say you've experienced a lot of shit that was personally damaging to you and your character. Yeah. You can see how that makes someone would be depressed. Wouldn't you? Imagine this. Your whole life, you just seen good, the bad, and mostly the ugly. And then out of nowhere, you got people out here trying to help you. Imagine that. Imagine that one person who just experienced bad after bad after bad, not knowing that sometime one day everything was gonna be okay. That's how depression makes a person feel. You're not really sure if everything's gonna be okay. You're always thinking of the worst, which is never a good thing to do. But I don't really know how to handle depression because I have it too. I'm trying, like, sometimes I feel the best thing to do is try to actually talk about your problems to people instead of just holding it up inside. Like, me personally, I hold everything up inside. I should probably stop doing that because it's not getting me anywhere. But that's just what I think people need to do more. If you're out there and you're like me and you're holding your thoughts inside your head, don't hold that in. talk to somebody. And when I mean talk to somebody who will actually listen to you. Not who would ignore you, listen to you. That is how you deal with people, with the person. You actually have to hear them out before you just call them bluffing and shit. I like that. So, I don't really know how to do the rest of this stream. I need like another person here for this to bounce it back and forth with. So I don't have no one to do that with. So I might just end this whole stream. This was only a test run to see if people actually liked this podcast I did. This wasn't an actual podcast. It was just testing it out. But don't you worry. When I get my friend over here, we will do a podcast on the next topic, which is, I guess, anything else, any podcast y'all want to see, put a comment inside the community tab, and I will make that. Put a comment of what topic you want to see in the community tab, and I will make that happen. Other than that, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. And yeah, no one's watching this shit, but thanks anyway, whoever that one person was. If you were watching this stream just now, I guess thanks for watching. It means a lot. But yeah, peace. It's only a test run.